Hello, my beautiful friends on the internet. Welcome to day 35 of 90 Days of Real Estate. It is the Monday after Thanksgiving break, and I'm back from a little Thanksgiving break myself. I went a little hiatus here. I went down to California, spent some time with my family, and I always unplug there just because so much of my career and life, as everyone else, is on the phone and on the internet, and I'm like, I just need a break. We're at the home office today. I'm gonna dissect the real estate market right now. We're honestly at the home office for the rest of the month. Nevertheless, I'm available by phone, email, call, and by appointment. So my form is always in the description. I know I don't have to remind y'all, but just for the newcomers here, hello, my name is Kristina.Alexa. This is my real estate channel. I post nearly every single day. Right now I'm in a little challenge called 90 Days of Real Estate, where I am just keeping an up-to-date, day-by-day play of the Las Vegas real estate market. Let's discuss what's going on right now. In December, every single year, no matter what, and this is just the seasonality of the real estate market, the market slows, and the leading indicators of the market slowing have been happening honestly since October, even late September. There's definitely listings on the market right now that have been sitting since then. The leading indicators are going to be days on market, and then number, like activity, which just means amount of showings, and then pre-approvals, like the amount of people nationwide applying for mortgages. Those are just the leading indicators. And then the last one is obviously price improvements, which just means most of the time price decreases. Those are going to be the four leading indicators of the market slowing, and all of those are there. It's not like they're going down, the market's crashing, nothing like that. Again, it is the true it is just the true, honest seasonality of the market. It's going to go down, which always makes this time of year a great time for buyers to swoop in and grab something on the market that's either below value, like I'm talking even when it's appraised. And all an appraisal means is basically a dude from the bank, and I'm saying this in very layman's terms because I know I have a lot of Gen Z or first-time home buyers. A dude from the bank, a representative from the bank, and the bank is the same one that's going to give you your loan, which is just how you're going to buy your house, the loan, which is also called a mortgage. Bear with me. I know some of you are like, why is she talking as if we're kindergartners? Listen, not everyone has the knowledge that you might have, okay? So an appraisal means appraiser is a dude from the bank who's going to give you your loan. He's going to stop by the property and make sure the property itself, the house that you're going to buy, is worth whatever amount he determines based on market conditions, which simply means other sales in the area and other factors such as any upgrades of the property or any improvements that need to be made on the property. For example, two houses in the same neighborhood, one needs a new roof and one has really bad flooring and was just not taken care of at all in the 30 years it has existed, and the other one has a brand new roof and a brand new HVAC system and water heater and new appliances, and it's in really good condition. Obviously, the latter is going to appraise, which just means a fair value, an assessment of value, more than the second house, even if they're the same house, even if the appraiser stops by them back to back, same layout and everything because of said market conditions. And what my point is right now you can potentially score a property under appraised value, which is amazing, which in the case that happens, that you as the buyer would simply be walking into equity, and equity is the difference between what you had purchased your home for and what it might be worth today. For example, let's say you bought a house for $500,000 and it appraises for $515,000. You have $15,000 of equity. So it's the difference between what you bought it for and how much it's worth. Obviously, that's why our grandparents, there's like a bunch of long-term owners who say, oh, you have a ton of equity, I want to use my equity. That's what they're talking about, the difference between what they bought it for and how much money they've made, essentially. Back to the point. I hope that this is value to you, me describing and just kind of getting into some vocab words here. I know I do have, like I said, this might be redundant for some of you who have bought many houses before, but a lot of us, especially my age, Gen Z, younger millennials, have no idea, and we don't have someone in our life to tell us, and I would love to be that person for you. So, December, you can potentially get a property for under appraised value. You could definitely get a price, I'm not going to say a price decrease, because sometimes it's not a price decrease, but a good deal on the price. And the reason I'm saying sometimes it's not a price decrease is because sometimes it's what's called a credit or an incentive. And I know I've talked about that before. And a credit or incentive basically means the seller is going to give you as the buyer X amount. For example, I'm just going to say $10,000, and you as the buyer, we get to decide. Sometimes we don't always get to decide, but most of the time we get to decide how we're going to use that extra $10,000 that the seller is giving us. Now, it's not $10,000 cash. We're not just getting cash handed to us. It's a credit which is dealt by the escrow company, and escrow means two things. One, it means under contract. Two, what escrow means is like a third party, another third party involved in the transaction that manages the funds from buyer to seller, so that way it's not in anybody's pocket. So what the escrow officer, because it's an officer, which basically just means, again, a representative, what the escrow officer is going to do is credit you as the buyer. Again, the example was $10,000, and then you and I get to decide and brainstorm the best fit for you. Every single client is different, so that is, again, another reason to reach out to me now, so we can start brainstorming, even if you're not ready to buy just yet. But we can brainstorm, hey, should we use this towards the down payment and closing costs? Hey, should we use this and have the lender start running what it would look like if we use $10,000 to buy down our rate? There's another term, rate buy down your rate. What that means is, let's say that market rates, and these are set by long story short, they're set by the federal government in really basic terms, and I'm doing my best to translate to someone who knows nothing about houses. A lot of factors go into it. If you want to deep dive on that, leave me a comment down below. I would love to deep dive on things like the GDP and the stock and bond market and all of that stuff. Definitely. That's something I can have Sandra be a guest on for as well. But long story short, the market rates, for example, let's say it is 7%. In such cases that we have a $10,000 credit, depending on every single borrower, every borrower is different. What I'm pre-approved for is going to be different from what you're pre-approved for. Essentially, we can have the lender run a scenario that says, hey, if we have this $10,000 and we put it towards a rate buy down, how much are we going to get down from 7%? And that's an example interest rate. It's not what the interest rates are. Definitely, I never like to quote interest rates. We have to always run the scenario. Every single borrower is different, and yesterday's rates are not today's rates, as you all know. Okay, long story short, I'm going on a tangent. I like to educate. If you guys have any other questions on like what certain stuff in real estate means, do not be afraid to reach out. You can DM me on Instagram. This is my email, but my best preferred method of contact is the form in the description. Now, let me tell you about what's going on in the market. All right, my friends. So here I have an example of mostly single-family residentials and then a couple townhouses in the Southwest. So that's one of the main neighborhoods that I cover, one of the main regions of Las Vegas that I cover here on this channel. And you can see price decrease, price decrease, price decrease. This one hasn't had a price decrease yet, and there's some, new listings coming to market, and obviously you can tell that this is in like the upper $500,000 range that a lot of the price decreases are happening. I think there's another one down here. Okay, so lower $500,000 range, another price decrease. Basically what I wanted to illustrate here is how on the resale market there's just the sellers are motivated. The sellers are motivated to close before December 31st, January 1st, for a plethora of reasons. A lot of times for tax purposes, they just want to get the closing done before, everyone's filing their taxes early next year. Two, they just want to wrap up and move on to wherever they're moving to before, again, next year. So this is a beautiful and amazing opportunity as a buyer to get into the market before, January, I would say January 15th, not even January 1st, because it's still holiday season. So it's a beautiful time to get in the market as a buyer now before January 15th, because once it turns, honestly, January 15th is when we really start seeing the market kind of shift towards different things. One, a lot more listings will come on market because there is going to be a handful of sellers who know what the market looks like right now that are waiting to list until after January 15th. Two, we don't know what the interest rates are going to be 3, let's take the market for, again, yes, tomorrow's market is not today's market, and yesterday's price is not today's price. I'm showing you live, I'm filming this and uploading it same day, what it looks like right now in Vegas and how much opportunity there is on the resale side to negotiate with these price decreases and, you know, really get a good deal in for, you know, both the seller and buyer. It always needs to be a win-win. That's how I run my business. It's like win-win or no deal. So that's the resale market. On the other side, on the new construction market, honestly, that is, I would say, where the money is at, where the best deals are to be had. So in the new construction market, instead of working with a private seller, you know, someone who's just selling their home, we're working with huge corporations. These corporations want to fluff up their books and like get in as many sales before that December 31st, January 1st mark, in the same manner that these sellers want to sell before that mark as well. What they're going to do is offer insane incentives, and I'll pop on the screen here examples of what I'm talking about. And I'm talking lower interest rates, I'm talking what can I speak? Price decreases as well, or negotiation on price, and other things such as when you buy a new construction home, if you're not familiar, depending on where you buy it and at what point in the build process you buy it, you get to actually pick out all of your amazing features on the inside of the home at what's called the design studio. Basically flooring, doors, handles, sinks, toilets, what else? Like literally everything. Cabinetry, countertops, obviously, even things like how big you want your slide and back door, depending on what builder you're with, and again, at what point in the build process they're in. So again, case by case basis, sometimes it's better for me to negotiate for you, not that buy down or not that price decrease on the new construction, but because you might not have budgeted for it. I've had examples of this, of getting a credit towards the design features of the home. So maybe you budgeted for the down payment and you budgeted for the closing costs, but you didn't realize that you're gonna actually, you know, you have a $40,000 taste when you only budgeted maybe $10,000 or $15,000 for new construction. So what we can do on the new construction side also is negotiate that design studio credit. Or if you don't care about that, you're like, give me the basic, I don't care, I'm gonna fix everything later, then we'll do the price, negotiate the price and negotiate the buy downs. And that is just a little update of what's going on here in Las Vegas. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thanksgiving just passed, and I really, why did I just get an I just like had a feeling just overcome me, because I truly am just so grateful. This has been, I deal with things through humor. This has literally been the best year of my life, growth-wise and just like career-wise.
My entire business runs off this YouTube channel.
My period must be coming. My entire business runs from this YouTube channel. And it was a dream when I got in the business to have that and to be able to say that. And when I first got in the business and I would make YouTube videos or Instagram content, I had a lot of realtors look down on me, and a lot of realtors make fun of me, and a lot of people say that it's not going to work. But this has literally been such a good year. And I've been able to achieve everything I want and more in life, because of you all supporting me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm just so incredibly grateful. And even if you are not going to come to Vegas and purchase real estate through me, just me being able to educate and inform other people my age or other people who want to move to Vegas, and knowing that I had an impact on their journey, because I know how much my life changed when I moved to Vegas, it just makes me so happy. And I really reflected on the clients that I have gotten from YouTube, and I'm literally so grateful, because 9 times out of 10 we stay in contact and we literally become friends. I was just like sitting back the other day and I was like, I have sold houses to people who watch me on YouTube, met people who watch me on YouTube, who I haven't sold houses to, and I just like run into them and they're like, oh my god, like I've seen your videos or this or that, and it just makes me so happy to know the sense of community that I could bring to whomever is watching, and I'm just so grateful. that's my little Thanksgiving spiel. Tomorrow will be a home tour. I haven't decided what. I really would love if you left a comment for me if you want to see new construction or if you want to see resale. Also, my team just listed a really, really cool mid-century modern property downtown. That's the only reason I don't know if I'm going to show it, is because I post downtown videos and y'all don't like them. Y'all like the Southwest and y'all like Summerlin, which is great because I like that area too. So just leave me a comment. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me. Even if you're 10 years away from buying a house, I appreciate you so much, and I will see you tomorrow.